I seriously hope you effing, you know, and I'm glad Jimmy tortured you. I'm glad Jimmy tortured you.
Everything I hear Twitter lately's been fine. So for those of you who don't know, my dad's in jail for being a while.
What the fuck? For a guy who left Mr. Beast and doesn't want to associate with him, you talk a lot about him. Oh no. I've not spoken about Jake Weddle for a little while because, to be honest with you, the fun was taken out of it for me. It was funny when Jake Weddle was just a kind of little wretched fella making his YouTube videos and completely failing at life, following the Mr. Beast stuff. But then when his girlfriend basically put a fucking vice around his brain and fucked with him and did all this crazy gay op shit, I actually felt kind of bad for him, to be honest with you. I felt kind of bad for Jake Weddle. However, apparently he talks a bit about, I'm told, spicy chat. Is that a thing? Is that true? I don't know. I skimmed through it and there's one Twitter account that I recognise that he spoke about. But well, I mean, I'd be interested. I'd be interested to see whether my my newfound, what's the right word? Not like of Jake Weddle, but just kind of like indifference towards him is going to be overpowered by the retardation in what he says. Let's find out. Let's see.
Before we get into the video, I just want to say these are real. I am fine. Trigger warning for threats of violence and spicy language. On this channel, I have tried to cultivate a safe space for everybody. So for some of you who aren't keen on spicy language, I myself am included in that demographic of people. Heads up. You've been warned. This was filmed live on March 30th at Bushwick Comedy Club. Thank you guys for having me. And without further ado, here is Death Threat Comedy.
You guys ready? Yeah. Okay, this next comic has received death threats truly just for going against our Lord and Savior, Mr. Beast.
Okay, so it's worth pointing out straight away that, yeah, I disavow death threats and all the normal shit. Death threats are bad, guys. You shouldn't do death threats. But there's a pathetic nature here of focusing on the death threats because unless there's something specific, I mean, the only reason you should take death threats seriously is if you're going to make it a police matter because they're specifically targeting it at you at a certain time at a certain date. Otherwise, it's just people saying shit like, I'm going to get you, I'm going to hurt you, blah, blah, blah. And I just don't think you really need to care or be worried about that, right? So I don't think death threats in and of themselves are really that big a deal, unless they're specific, unless they're timed and targeted. But at that point, you'd be wanting to take it to the police anyway. So if death threats are something you can turn into a comedy routine, I don't really think that's something you need to take seriously. You know? Like, it's a very pathetic intro. Oh, this guy got loads of death threats. And also, it's not correct to say that it's just about going after Mr. Beast. The reason he got so much hate is the way he went after Mr. Beast. It wasn't just about the fact he criticized him, right? It's the fact that he went about it in the most wretched way imaginable, you know, up to and including massively overstating the negative experience that he had, and then being exceptionally dishonest to his audience after. Now, I've lost a lot of the energy to care that much about it. It's in the past for me. But it is true that he misrepresented, you know, his intent. And he stated that I'm going to make money my own way now and do it my own way. And then when he got offered a paycheck by Mr. Beast, he found a way to rationalize it to get like 50k out of him, right? Now, for me, that's in the past. I literally don't fucking care anymore about this shit. But I just think it's a bit dishonest to act like he was just going after Mr. Beast. And that's the only reason that he got so much hate as he did. No, it was more than that.
Money off depressed people.
That being said, thank you for the membership. That being said, you obviously don't send death threats. Don't be a deranged freak on the internet, sure.
Make it loud for the internet's favorite crybaby, Jake Weddle, everyone. Favorite's a strong word. Holy shit, that's funny. All right, so that's my PowerPoint. Okay. What the fuck are you doing, my PowerPoint?
I don't know. Who makes
He's live editing my PowerPoint right now. He's touching it up as we speak. Go to presentation mode, and then just one.
I wouldn't have cared about him taking money from Beast until he said he wouldn't do it because it would feel wrong.
But
yeah,
how do
exactly.
I make money
exactly.
off depressed people?
Put this rat bastard back in the content cube.
Yes, thank you for the 333. Exactly. He never had to make a big fucking moral stand about it. He could have just taken the money and like, who cares? But it's the fact he made this big stink about, I'm gonna make it on my own now, guys. How is this video doing? How is his channel doing, in fact? Oh, damn. I mean, yeah. It was obvious that his channel was not going to be able to sustain the same viewership that he previously had, because it was all about Mr. Beast. I don't know, I've talked about this a lot. I literally am over it, okay? It is quite funny to see, I guess. 1.4 million views on that video. And then the great fall off. But yeah, there we go, guys. Look, see, it's interesting because when he taps back into it, he does get more views. Bo Burnham versus Mr. Beastification. That got 30k views. His best performing video for a while. But yeah. Some are doing okay. 19k views. Content Nuke, Jake Weddle and Dante Welch. Wait, what? Jake Weddle and Dante Welsh. Isn't Dante Welsh the guy that made all that content about Caleb Hammer that was kind of a bit shit? If I recall correctly. I can't remember. Anyway. Ooh, no! Okay, he's dipped back into it more recently again. Mr. Beast hires new HR team, and that was a bit of a flop from the looks of it. Anyway, there we go, guys. So it looks like his channel is, taking the expected trajectory. That's about as good a way as I could put it, I think.
But I don't use Canva. I had friends make this. I don't know. I had a team of people here, okay?
Hang on.
God damn it.
Oh, there we go. Present. Present. There we go.
All right, now center it. No! All right,
Okay. Everybody help. Okay. Can we just make something clear as well? Telling someone to kill themselves is not a death threat. Okay? That is not what a death threat means. A death threat means you are going to cause, we can say harm to someone. Okay? You're saying, I'm going to cause you harm. You saying kill yourself is different. You are saying you do it yourself, essentially. God, I hate it when people get so uppity about the kill yourself shit. Like if you look at that and you go, well, no, I'm not going to do that. And then that's it. That's the end of it, isn't it? There's probably some level where if someone is suicidal and you got a personal connection to them, and you were like, this happened with a woman, I believe. There was a guy that was psychotic and suicidal, and the woman was in his ear as a personal connection to get him to top himself. Yeah, that's a different story. If you're intentionally doing it repeatedly with a personal connection, that could potentially be some form of bad behavior. But this is like just throwing something out into the ether,
Now center it. No! Wrong! That's better. Awesome. All right.
Now this has been taken too seriously. It's just a shit comedy bit. Not really, no. Like, this is, it's not just a shit comedy bit. There's clearly a level of victimization he's trying to put across here. He wants to present himself as some sort of victim. Like, I don't really care that much about it. I'm over Jake Weddle. I just thought it was funny to watch. Apparently, Spicy Chat gets mentioned, all right? But no, it's not just about a funny comedy bit. He wants to present himself as a victim.
We're starting with the... Awesome. So, when I do this, do the slide.
Sure.
Hell yeah. Okay, so why me? For those of you who don't know, like some of you know already, I worked with Mr. Beast for about 2 years, and I did a challenge that went terribly wrong, and I talked about it online and cried about it all over the internet for quite some time. I don't know if you guys know that Mr. Beast's primary demographic is very angry little boys.
Okay, see, straight away I'm annoyed now, because I'm like, well, no, that is not what happened, is it? You're being completely dishonest about the nature of the circumstances that brought about all this criticism of you. It wasn't just you crying about the Mr. Beast challenge, okay? That was obviously a part of it. That was the initial instigator of this. But your behavior after that and your repeated videos where you disingenuously presented things to your audience, that is what led to the attention and the hate. It's like just a bit irritating that someone is so dishonest about the nature of what's happened to them on the internet. And they're doing it via the medium of comedy. to do, well, I think the Douglas Murray shit recently is probably relevant. It's like clown nose on, clown nose off. Oh, I'm just being a comedian, guys. Well, no, you're not just being a comedian. You're trying to make a serious point of victimhood. And you're presenting yourself to the audience as someone who has been victimized unreasonably and unfairly. When there is an argument that you did get some legitimate criticism and some legitimate attention on yourself from like bad, manipulative, and, you know, sort of a scammy type action that you engaged in.
So I go online and the video gets about 10,
Okay,
12 million
But
views.
how do I make
And
money
luckily
off
everyone was really, really nice
Thank you for
about
the
it.
super
Everything
chats.
was fine. Okay, so here's the first one. You fucking liar, you should kill yourself. Go fuck yourself, you fucking liar. Also, go kill yourself. We're starting off strong, let's keep going. See, this one, the first name was the N-word and the last name was the C-word for Asian people. Listen, this is a website submission to my personal website. I had a friend make this and she said, Jake, I didn't know which slurs to blur. Let's see, kill yourself, N-word, die, suffer and get eternally felted. I'm told felted is when they use your skin for stuff. I'm not sure. I didn't want to look it up.
Yeah, I don't even know what felted means. It doesn't just mean like getting outclassed in some fashion or something like that, or getting outdone in some way. Felted and feased, yes, exactly. It's like a casino term or something, yeah.
So we can just keep going. This next one.
Casino
Let's
thing.
see. You're a fucking loser, shit, kill yourself from Jesus Christ. Our Lord and Savior.
Oh, I see. Getting felted,
Okay,
right?
that's
Yeah, that
wonderful.
makes sense.
But how do I make money?
You go for the chips and
off
there's felt
depressed
there because you
people?
lost all your chips. Got it. Okay. Anything to do with skin?
I had
Thank
to
you
make a
for the super chat.
Gmail account to send me that specifically. Kill yourself, bitch. These are starting.
Yeah, hey guys, look how pathetic I am, dude. This is not good. This is not a good comedy show in and of itself. Even taking it as its format, you've got a PowerPoint presentation of people telling you to kill yourself, and you're presenting that as a comedy bit. That's just not very good, is it?
The same. You fucking loser. You're a fucking fraud. How dare you lie about Mr. Beast? You fucking. Listen, that's definitely a 13-year-old because he's very upset. How dare you lie about my favorite YouTuber? Let's see. The guy who's I did the interview with, his YouTube name is Dogpack404. I hate being in YouTube so goddamn much. Everyone's got a stupid fucking name, okay? I was getting into YouTube drama with Dogpack404 and Soggy Cereal and Cam Nuggets, and my name on YouTube is Jake Weddle, goddammit. So yeah, go suck Dogpack404 dick, you gay and shoot yourself afterwards.
By the way, none of these are death threats so far. There's one that said die. That could be classified technically as a death threat. But, I mean, these are all just telling you to kill yourself. So.
At least there's a sequence of events. Suck his dick, you're gay, and kill yourself when you're done. Actually, that was from Timmy Marco, by the way. First name, last name, Timmy Marco, coming for your ass.
Oh,
next.
speaking of Dogpack, what, dude? Dogpack just straight up disappeared. Came along, did his little, you know, ex-employee grudge content, and then just disappeared when the Soggy Cereal video came out and there were legal threats getting bandied about. And then he's just gone. Reduced to atoms. Yes, dude. I don't know. I think he just kind of, you know, people say it's because of the legal threats, I think. I heard people saying, oh, well, why is he going to speak about this for the legal threats? No, I think that there's a recognition that he was a disgruntled ex-employee, and he probably just felt very ashamed and getting called out for that, and then just disappeared. Made the bag and bounced, seems based. Well, I don't even know if he made a bag. Apparently all of his stuff was demonetized, and then I thought the point was to make a channel off the back of that, and then to continue to make content. But he doesn't seem to have done that, and he's been gone for like months at this point. I think without a single public comment. Like, not even a tweet or anything.
Let's see. Yeah, fucking F slurs like my dick. That's fine. Next one.
Okay, again, that's not a death threat, is it? That's a polite request for a fellatio. No, dude, I mean, this is nothing. Like this is my problem, dude. There probably are some funny death threats out there. You probably. But this is just, oh yeah, someone saying you suck your dick. Okay, right.
mark it up.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, fucking F slurs like my dick. That's fine. Next one. This first name Mr. Last name cocksucker. Listen. This is another website submission.
Also, some of these are the ones that this is funny, but it's because it's mogging him. Mr. Cocksucker goes hard, I must say.
We will come back to this one. Go to the next one.
Wait, what?
This is another.
F-slur, N-word. Obviously, not going to read that. Hey, Jake, you're not funny. You've never been funny. You never will be funny. You're a fucking retard and a grifter who makes everyone who speaks out about Mr. Beast look worse. I seriously hope you effing, you know, and I'm glad Jimmy tortured you. I'm glad Jimmy tortured you. If he even did in the first place. Stop being a money fame whore and make better videos. Make your Discord public, you useless fucking F-slur. I'm going to debate you whether you want to or not, and you'll hate what I have to say. Bro, this is just funny, but not for the reason that Jake wants it to be. Because this guy's just like a totally deranged, crazy person. Dude, I'm glad Jimmy tortured you goes so hard. I'm glad Jimmy tortured you from Mr. Cocksucker is an absolute banger.
Website submission. We will come back to this one. Go to the next one. Hope you fucking die. N-word. Kill yourself. F-slur. You're such a fucking blowjob. I'm such a fucking blowjob. And then the slur for Mexican people. Again, the person who put this together said, Jake, why do they keep calling you these slurs? Next one. Let's see. That one's, let's see. Oh, that one's... I like that one. Next one.
Wait, sorry, I
And
missed
then
that.
the slur for Mexican people. Again, the person who put this together said, Jake, why do they keep calling you these slurs? Next one.
Hello, Jake Weddle. I don't like you and retarded girlfriend. I mean, this one's true. The girlfriend was retarded.
Let's see. That one's, let's see. Oh, that one's... I like that one. Next one. Oh, I'm sure everything was fine on Twitter, right? Everything, I hear Twitter lately's been fine. So for those of you who don't know, my dad's in jail for being a pedophile.
What the fuck? Oh my god, they got the fake Nathan Weddle accounts. No way. Is this Max Striker? Dude, I feel like Max Striker's got loads of ults. That's not actually Max Striker, by the way. That's someone else, to be clear. Oh, okay. RKD for Queeman. Is he going to talk about Queeman? Is he really going to talk about Queeman?
And people were making Twitter accounts clowning on the fact that my dad is a pedophile. So that was Nathan. Well, who audited that? That was nice. That was sweet of you. I appreciate it. I got bullied off of Twitter twice. So I got bullied off of Twitter once, and then I thought maybe it died down. Maybe I can go back to Twitter. No. So it said kill, die for, and then another YouTuber's name. Very cool. Very cool. Next one.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, the hashtag.
Oh my god, no way! I know this guy. I don't believe it. I know this guy. This is literally some shitter that comes in at my Discord all the time. I know who this person is, dude. It's so wild to see community members getting put onto the stage of Jake's fucking comedy show. The Free Nathan Weddle movement. That was pretty wild. That was a pretty wild one, wasn't it? X6217X.
Jake Weddle was going around. You ever have the hashtag and free Nathan?
David, yes. I couldn't remember his name. David, yeah. As far as I understand it, he's always dipping in and out of the Discord. I don't know what the reason for that is, but, you know, I just heard about that. Dicks out for Queeman. Free Nathan Weddle. Oh my god. It's honestly very bizarre seeing this. Why is he putting this guy on blast? Isn't he got like fucking 10 followers on Twitter?
Weddle goes back to the campaign back to back. My mom posted videos like of my little brother singing. And she was getting hashtag Jake Weddle, free Nathan Weddle. Shit. We will Jake Weddle and free Nathan Weddle.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck is going on here, dude? This is an insane crossover. Aiden mentioned, Lumpy Willie mentioned. Barry's throwing up a Lumpy Willie tweet. What on earth? Jake has weddled for the last time. The Creamer Nation has awoken. Dick's out for Cree. Is this guy okay? We will Jake Weddle and free Nathan Weddle. And then these stupid emojis as well. Oh my god, dude. See, this is where it's like you're just literally feeding the trolls. This is like so stupid to do stuff like this. I mean, presumably he's over it, I'm guessing, and doesn't care about this anymore. So that's why he's doing this. But obviously all you're going to do is, you know, leave this to happen more. Well, it's funny. I don't know what his intent is here. If he's over it and he's having a laugh with it, fine. But, like, I don't know, man. It's just a bit weird.
Jake has weddled for the last time. Jake Weddle, we're going to do this to you tomorrow, and then...
What the fuck is this thing? And it's a give of a child getting curb stomped. And X6217X retweeted it. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. Listen, I made a few jokes and memes about the Nathan Weddle stuff, and it was funny. Okay, I'm not saying it wasn't funny, but this is pretty fucking crazy, man. The King's ears. Oh, this is the same account, isn't it? King Cyrus Swag.
That's somebody doing a kickflip curb stomp. I don't know if and then I deleted my Twitter account. And when
Hey! Guest appearance, let's go!
they say, I have been fully is what they say.
Dude, no way!
Because that's what being is. It's getting bullied off of Twitter for the second time. And then people, yeah, that's just them.
No way! I didn't know I had a little guest appearance. Let's go!
Rejoice that I have been bullied. They did it, gang. I don't want to be on Twitter anyway. All right, next one. That's me dead. I died. Let's see. How did I handle all this?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Fair enough. You got a point. You got a point there. I said that I made jokes out of it too, okay? And the hashtag thing was literally just referencing the hashtag. It was a movement. It was about a movement, okay? It wasn't an actual call to action. It wasn't a call to action. It was about the movement. It was about the fucking movement, okay? Come on. There was a movement. There was a movement.
Not well! So here is a Jake Weddle's 3-part death guide declassified. So, okay, here's how I handled all of this. Step 1, crash the fuck out. So I had a lot of YouTubers making YouTube videos about me.
You called Nathan a political prisoner. Did I? Oh yeah, I did. I don't remember. I did say that. That's correct.
Kind of not doing well. Hundreds of thousands of views where my face was the title thumbnail, and that was a lot of fun. I developed a bit of a cocaine problem. I had gotten sober once before, and then the shit hit the fan, and I had to get sober again. Whoopsie daisies. How do I uncrash out? Monetize being a mental health guy. Okay, listen. Guys, I'm better now. Fucking, I'm sober, and I'm gonna monetize the fuck out of that. Okay, so I'm currently on tour right now. It's the California Sober Tour. We have made not.
Yes, very unfortunate that you didn't choose to use any of DK's. The worst day of DK's life.
Okay, that's the step 2. Stop being a compassionate person with empathy for other people's viewpoints. Okay, I was sitting here like, oh no, I'm a raging people pleaser. So I was like, there's people online who don't like me, and that was keeping me up at night. Turns out the people that didn't like me were just like alt-right psychos, and that's fine. Actually, I don't need their approval, so it's no big deal.
True.
Ask yourself, would I care if my shitty 13-year-old cousin said this to me? Would I care if an adult with Hufflepuff in their bio said this to me? Would I care if my conspiracy theory believing alcoholic uncle said this to me?
I mean, yeah, he seems to be, I guess, over it, I guess, from the sounds of it. Comedy is his therapy, from the looks of it. I mean, this is fine. I'm not particularly, you know. We, on behalf of Nathan Weddle, are accepting a total victory. And we're demanding that the American legal system immediately releases Nathan Weddle. Because he is a political prisoner. What is... Dude. What is that? What is that? That's like an AI video or something that you've done. Dude, AI is getting crazy nowadays, isn't it? Jesus.
And who are these people sending me these horrible death threats? Well, I did some research.
Yeah, no, DK, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, definitely over it. That's why he's gathering screenshots and planning a full comedy special about it. The more accurate thing is this is his therapy. This is his effort to try and get over it, right? Or it's like he's coping. He's coping. Oh yeah, these people, it didn't actually bother me in the end because I just realised how stupid it was. Okay, and what is... Wait a second. What is...
Horrible death threats? Well, I did some research.
What is this bit?
That's really dense research. Now, you might...
The left can't meme. Yeah, exactly. People who abuse others online often justify their actions with the supposed offence of their target, but do not moderate the intensity of the level of harassment to be proportionate to their response. That is, the fact that someone has done something wrong justifies any amount of retribution, in this case through death threats. Okay, so I think that if we actually saw death threats, of meaningful death threats, maybe this would be true. But a lot of this stuff wasn't like death threats. It was just like literal online trolls fucking around, you know. Yeah, this is the gay version of Aldous Huxley quote, but I don't even think it applies here. Like, there's probably some examples of this, but a lot of that was just people fucking around and just saying unhinged shit for the sake of entertaining other antisocial internet users. Like, I don't think it was about like, oh yeah, we're gonna get retribution on Jake Weddle. It was just like, yeah, Jake Weddle, you know, I'm Mr. Cocksucker and you deserve to get tortured, you know? Yeah, exactly. He's philosophizing over free Nathan Weddle. All those memes. They ain't that fucking deep, bro. It's just something that was said that bothered you, that people found funny. It wasn't about trying to justify harassment against you. You know, it got to a point where people were just saying things that they knew would wind you up. And now here you are in a fucking comedy special, you know? But yeah, I don't think he's over it. He's obviously not over it. Obviously still bothers him. And he wants to try and cope in this little comedy show about it. Like I say, I'm kind of over all the Jake Weddle shit, but it's just kind of funny, I guess, that, you know, you've got fucking David's fucking insane tweets up there. It's definitely exactly that deep for the people emailing him. No, it's not. No, it's not. Some people, sure. Some people are sending what they believe is legitimate commentary towards him. But there's some people that are like, oh, I can send a funny message here. I'm going to call myself Mr. Cocksucker. Like, if you're calling yourself Mr. Cocksucker, okay, I don't think that you're seriously trying to rationalize your actions through this methodology that's being described here. Right? I think you are just fucking around and saying stuff that you know is going to wind them up. But then, yeah, sure, there's going to be some people that probably are feeling justified in what they're doing. You know? Yeah, exactly. The guy's saying he's saying, I'll debate you and you won't like what I've got to say. Like, is that that's a serious comment? Organised online harassment campaigns self-perpetuate by the creation of sustained narratives which escalate over time. An inciting incident can grow based on interaction between users. Online communities engaged in network social harassment to maintain social order, wielding coordinated harassment of targets who have challenged existing structures. Okay, so this is a commentary on him going after Mr. Beast, essentially. The content of these attacks often invokes sexual violence as a tool to enforce normative gendered behavior. Okay, it could be that. I'll grant that. Maybe it's that. Or maybe it's just funny to talk about someone getting raped because it's a funny concept, okay? Maybe it's just funny. The word rape is just a funny term. Dude, it's way too fucking in-depth for what is actually going on. It's just a comedic, funny thing to say. It's the absurdity of the idea. They're saying things like, you're totally raped. I don't know, dude. This feels like, what's the word? Like a philosophication or overthinking or, yeah, like academizing the whole concept. When it's not really about that. It's just, you know, you're just overthinking it. You're overthinking it. You're applying these gay social studies to what is just, you know, online trolling and fucking around. It just isn't that deep. It ain't that deep. You know? Like, if you, like, also, if you are genuinely researching online fucking harassment to this level where you're getting these citations, like, yeah, you're clearly too into it. You're clearly too deeply involved, you know? Like, this is the kind of thing you just go, oh, pick fucking people being stupid, block, ignore, etc., you know? I'm afraid to say that he lost. Yeah, exactly. He's trying so hard to rationalize why dozens of people are telling him he's raped. Yes, exactly. That's a great way of putting it, yes. Networked harassment can also occur on a smaller scale when a target speaks out in a way that threatens the social status of a group of individuals whose identity is strongly tied to the membership of that group. By targeting and silencing the threat of that group, they protect their own positive self-image. For example, stans respond to criticism of their idols as if they're being personally attacked, since in a way they are. In collaborating with other members of the group, this behavior can lead to feelings of righteousness and triumph. Like, I don't even disagree with some of this analysis broadly. Like, yeah, I'm sure that happens. But, you know, it wasn't about that in this case. That wasn't really what was happening. Like, he's taking some stuff there that I know, without question, is not like Mr. Beast stands. Like, there's people that don't give two fucks about Mr. Beast. They just see it as an opportunity to fuck around on the internet, essentially. You know? It's not a stan thing for a lot of those posts that we saw. Exactly. They're just in it for the jest. They're in it for the love of the game. Exactly. To be fair to Jake, he said his woman friend wrote this. So it's probably just a copy of some sociology major paper she wrote. Yes, true. While the shared group norms and feelings of moral justification arise naturally in online communities, they are often intentionally stoked by reaction videos on YouTube. Hey, this is a throwback, isn't it? You think this is about us now? This is actually a throwback to the old skeptic days, because this is from 2021. Alt-right creators use targeted language to invoke a shared moral code with their viewers and construct a networked audience ready to mobilize to harass the targets identified by their content. YouTube's specific affordances as a platform encourages this behavior and the structure of the website. So this is going back to all the fucking LGBT people that they used to mock and stuff. Well, I guess I would be alt-right by this definition, or by this thought process, wouldn't I? Hey? Who's waiting for my orders? No, come on. Attack, 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 attack!
Ask yourself, who did all this research? Surely I didn't. I'm ADHD golden retriever as fuck. The person who did do this research was a data research analyst. Now you're saying, how do I know a data research analyst? I met them on field. We're 4 dates in and it's going very well. Okay, so this is still very, very dense. So I paraphrase it a little bit.
Yeah, it's amazing a comedian can't understand the concept of doing something just for a laugh. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was never like... Do you genuinely think the people that were doing the fake Nathan Weddle accounts were like Mr. Beast stands? Or did they just see you as some sort of lolcow? Like, it was clearly that you were a fucking lolcow, not that they're Mr. Beast stands. They probably don't give two fucks about Mr. Beast.
Self-righteous, toxic, overblown bullshit. This is people who said shit like that. So what is step 3? You punch up the fucking, listen. These death threats that I got, I went ahead and I said we're going to come back to one, so we're going to come back to this one, and then we're going to get out of here. This last one, he said, hey Jake, you're not funny. You've never been funny. You will never be funny. Off the bat, okay, there's timing to this, goddammit. You got it. Ready? One, two, three. Ready? No notes. Wouldn't have that been so much funnier if, like...
Bro. Dude, that was just... That guy, wasn't that Mr. Cocksucker?
There's timing to this, goddammit. You got it. Ready? One, two, three. Ready?
Wasn't that the Mr. Cocksucker guy? Like, it's just probably some funny internet guy. I don't know. Like, it's not that deep, dude. You know, I'm glad Jimmy tortured you. I'm going to debate you whether you want to or not, and you'll hate what I have to say. MC, bro, look, it's MC here. It's showing as MC. Bro, I like Mr. Cocksucker is an absolute legend as far as I'm concerned. It's quite something that this one single comment is more entertaining and comedic than anything he said in this entire fucking set.
No notes. Wouldn't have that been so much funnier if like you're not funny, you've never been funny, you will never be funny. That's a strong start. Okay, so we're gonna keep reading this. You're a fucking arsler and a grifter who makes everyone who speaks out about Mr. Beast look worse. Off the bat, it seems like this person is anti-Beast and also me. He's like, hey man, I don't like Jimmy, but you're making it look bad for the rest of them. all the other people who are coming out up against Mr. Beast, just not, you're the loudest and the most annoying, which is fair. I seriously hope you fucking die. Again, what a wild turn if you are on the anti-Beast team. I hope you fucking die, and I'm glad Jimmy tortured you. So if you know he tortured me. But I'm also a lying and a grifter. I'm just not sure where your loyalties lie. If he even did that in the first place, again, he's not
Oh
sure.
my god, dude, the Beast stuff. Yeah, me too, honestly. The Beast stuff was fucking relentless for months, wasn't it? It was just something new every fucking week. But yeah. Do you think you wanted to pay to laugh? I think at live comedy events, there's an inclination to laugh. I think that people will just naturally laugh more than they would do in another setting because of the kind of environment that you're in, you know? And I don't know what kind of flavour of comedy club this is, but I think if you're playing to the crowd and it's like a progressive crowd and you're putting these messages out there, you know, it's like the clap comedy shit, isn't it? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, it's drinking and stuff. I mean, I don't know, maybe they genuinely think this is hilarious, but the funny part for me is the comments themselves.
Sure, but if
the
you
woke
torture me,
crowd.
me anyway. Let's see. Stop being a money/fame whore and make better videos. Again, he watches my videos. This person's a very upset subscriber who's been subscribed for quite some time. Make your Discord public.
Yeah, also, if this is some sort of open mic night, it could be that the other people there are also wanting to have their little moment on the stage. So yeah, like Stylo's saying, you know. Is it a paid or is it open mic? I don't know. But anyway, in any case, maybe.
I'm gonna debate you whether you want me to or not.
You overestimate the caliber of stand-up at local comedy clubs. This is about the level you'll see in most places. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, there's a reason that some comedians rise to the top, like Cream, and others just sit at the bottom and don't really go anywhere. It's because some of them are not actually really that good. And you can, like, you know, warm up a little small venue. But if you put yourself out there further, not really going to go anywhere. It seems like that's Jake Weddle's direction is not really going anywhere from the looks of it.
And you'll hate what I have to say. This guy's a fan. This guy's been following me for quite some time, and he's very upset there's not a discourse place that we can open up your Discord. I'm going to debate you, and we're going to disagree. So I punched up a little bit. This is what he should say. Hi Jake, big fan. Not super keen on the direction of your comedy channel's been going lately, and I have some notes on the on how you're handling the whole Mr. Beast solitary situation. While it seems tragic, I'd feel really betrayed if you didn't approach this as authentically as possible. So much so that I think you should experience what real psychological damage could really do to a person, if you have not already. I'd love to go over the final details over Discord or even your Patreon. Can't wait to have respectful and nuanced conversation. Also, you're a all right, let me say that. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
I mean, yeah, that was just kind of like, okay, I guess, because of the comments, but the actual comedy routine itself was just like, oh, look at these people calling me a sour, pathetic slur. That just kind of sucked. And also, this person here is pointing something out in chat too. You know, it's like he's just reliant. Yeah, he's also getting booked because of his Instagram followers as an influencer. He's milking his internet fame instead of engaging with the art form and building a real act. I can't imagine an actual comedian, you know, genuinely using like death threats they've received online in this sort of fashion where you just go, oh, look at that. Look, they're saying mean things about me on the internet, guys. It kind of sucks, doesn't it? You know? Yes, we covered the transgender stuff earlier. We're on that like a tramp on chips. Don't worry, we already covered that. His entire set only exists because of other people being funny for him, like the comedian version of being a streamer. Yes, true. Yeah. Brunswick Comedy Club. So you reckon it's an open mic night? Yeah, it just kind of sucks, really. I'm sure that if you're a fan of this guy, I'm sure that it's very entertaining. But what were the comments like? Painfully unfunny. Oh, someone actually liked it. I thought bullying kids was Leafy's job. For a guy who left Mr. Beast and doesn't want to associate with him, you talk a lot about him. Oh no. Oh no. Talk about shadow banning some words. Please make a part 2. Depressed SpongeBob is a fan. Some sort of Shrek account said about minors. I don't know what that is. I understand that those people are totally messed up for sending these emails, but most YouTubers would blur their email out for privacy. Oh, he commented on this, didn't he? Made an attempt to blur the email address of people who use their real emails instead of their obviously fake burner emails. I'm held to a higher standard than some of the worst people who frequent this platform, but hey, what the fuck else is new? No, you're not held to a higher standard. You're held to the same standard as everyone else. Yes, this is about YouTube's rules. And if you put YouTube, if your email address is in your YouTube video, yeah, you're opening yourself up to some sort of enforcement action. That's something that everyone has to fucking adhere to. If you sent me some fuck shit and we're worried people were going to see it, maybe don't send out fuck shit like that next time. Enjoy. I mean, for me, it's not about that. I don't really care if some fucking retard sent you an email and said some dumb shit and got put on blast for it. It's about the rules of the platform. That's the issue. Right? Oh my god, dude, he is getting kind of roasted here. Successfully took the whining and crying offline by going to a comedy club and not whining and crying about anything or not posting it online is another chapter in the Weddle whining saga. Way to switch it up. You wrote so many original jokes. Jesus. And what is this? Oof. His Patreon is dropping off as well. Damn. So it's gone from, what's that, 90, 95? Down to 35. Jesus. Oh no, it's got 50. I must be misreading it. 54 members, down 50%. So yeah, 100 down to 50 odd. Fucking hell. I don't know if I should spam my recommendation for content for Chud a bit more if you noticed. What recommendation? Are you talking about the UK court thing? I covered that earlier, if that's what you're talking about. I've already covered that. Yeah, this is pretty dire. $220 a month. Does he stream at all? He can't be making much money out of this. Maybe he's still, you know. On the one hand, they did a death threat, which should probably be a crime, so fuck them. On the other hand, this is blatantly punching down for 10 minutes on what are most likely 12-year-olds. Dude, what do you mean a crime? What? It should not be a crime to tell someone to kill themselves. That's absurd. Unless it's a very specific circumstance. It's great to see you so happy and healthy. What? Really? He seems happy and healthy here? I'm not sure about that. It seems like he's still very bothered by this. I thought at first maybe he's over it, but no, he's not over it. He's still deeply bothered by all this shit. This motherfucker was researching, you know, online trolling to try and rationalize him getting told he was getting raped all the time. This needs to be a whole series. So there's some positive comments, I guess. Keep it up. Oh my god, dude. Dude. This is so pathetic, man. Imagine
that's
living your
wonderful.
life like
But
this,
how do I
man.
make money off depressed people?
The biggest laugh Jake Weddle will receive from people is seeing his obituary online and a quote from Bushwick Comedy Club eulogizing saying he stinks.
Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Only note is maybe don't use F slur, but as a gay person I get it. It's a banger of a slur. Feels nice to say. That's why it's the number 2 coolest slur to say. But maybe don't, but I'm not going to hold you. No, I literally only used it for this because I was reading the things and the joke at the end. I'm with you and don't use it in my stand-up or personal life. Oh, God. Trying to placate some fucking, you know, so-and-so. Some homosexual. Let's put it that way. Oh, dude. It's so pathetic, dude. Jesus Christ. Imagine hating someone this much and they just use you for content that makes them money. Well, I don't know about that, dude. I'm not sure about that. How many views has it got? 4K? I think he's made about $50 off of this, probably. And that's being generous. Oh my God, dude. Positive comments. Oh, what's Dogpack doing? How is Dogpack doing? He's good. Oh, interesting, interesting. So there is something happening in regards to Dogpack. But we obviously don't know. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. Yeah, Dogpack does suck, but I'm bored of talking about it. Bro, that is old news. Talking about the mid-14-year-olds. Mr. Beast deserves to hate. So yeah, kind of a mixed bag, really. Some shitty comments. And even the comments that are supportive are chastising him for apparently using the wrong slurs. So, there we go. Anyway, guys, there we go. A bit of Weddle 10. It's been a while. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I definitely got a kick out of seeing some Chud Logic community members put on blast. Yours truly also was featured there. Very interesting. He did get some YouTube comment donations, which in fact reminds me that I need to reset my own stream goal, which I forgot to do earlier. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. New goal. Let's get it going. Dogpack somewhere out working in a Target and hiding from legal documents. I've seen Tommy Innit stand up and it fucking sucks. Speaking of Tommy Innit, I didn't hit the goal, guys. I didn't hit the goal, so we've got to push extra hard for this next one, okay? Come on, 20 super chats in 2 hours. We can do it, guys. Let's fucking go. Let's have at it. Yeah, Tommy Innit. Wasn't Tommy Innit in... Oh, God. This actually put me off wanting to watch Black Mirror. And I quite like Black Mirror, to be honest with you. But, is this real? Is this a real thing? They let Tommy Innit in a Black Mirror episode. Oh, my God, dude. Is this a sequel to the Star Trek themed one where they had, like, the game? It's a very small part. Okay. 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 Ooh. Your best friend is an abuser. Damn, the Stan accounts are going wild. Who? Tommy Innit. This is Tommy Innit. This is the fucking Minecraft YouTube guy. Yes, indeed. The USS Callister sequel. Right, okay. Yeah, it's like, who is it? Jake Paul. Jake Paul was in the last one. His voice was at the end when he was trying to get treasure when they transferred to the other world. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, there we go. Very disappointing. Very disappointing to see.